Okay, so you're thinking it's finally time to downsize. You know, years ago, you probably used every square inch of that house when you were raising your family there. But now, maybe you maintain the whole house, but you only use maybe half of it. You clean the whole thing, you make repairs on the whole thing, you pay utility bills for the whole thing, but you probably use a lot less of it than you used to. Maybe you're tired of shoveling snow or taking care of a yard every year. Maybe you're tired of stairs that you have to climb. So listen, if any of these things sound like you, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about 10 tips that you're going to want to know before you downsize. Number 10 is emotional attachment. If you've lived in this house for a long time, you most likely have raised your family there, you will have a lot of memories attached to that house. You also know all your neighbors, you know everything that's going on in the neighborhood. So emotional attachment is real. Be prepared to deal with it. Number 9 is trying to decide what to keep. So over the years, I'm sure you've accumulated a lot of stuff. I know we have. It's said that we spend the first half of our lives collecting things and the second half trying to get rid of those things. So I'm going to tell you some stats about your stuff that will blow your mind. Okay, here's the first one. We only use about 20% of our clothes. The rest just sits in our closets. The average home has 300,000 items. Most of them are rarely used. Americans spend $1.2 trillion annually on non-essential goods, which is stuff that we don't really need. Storage units in the United States could fit every person in the country, and they're still growing because people have so much stuff that they can't even fit it in their houses. They have to go to storage units. We throw away 81 pounds of clothing per person each year. Next one is electronic waste is growing 3 times faster than any other type of waste. Those old gadgets pile up fast. And here's the one that I like the best. 9.25% of people with 2-car garages can't park in them because there's too much clutter in there. They use it as a storage room. Do any of these sound familiar to you? Because they do to me. If you're moving to a smaller house, obviously you're not going to be able to take everything that you have. Take inventory of what you have and what you'll be able to fit into the size of place that you plan on buying. The next one is financial considerations. You are going to want to make a budget in your moving process, and then you're going to want to double it, because believe me, there are going to be some hidden surprises that come along when you are moving. I'm thinking repairs that need to be made on your house before you can sell it, or moving costs if you're planning on having somebody move for you. Number 7 is decluttering. And as a real estate agent here in Utah, I have come across so many people that get so overwhelmed by this step that they just give up and they don't do it. So here's a few tips on decluttering. Now, if you're thinking, I physically can't do it, I just don't have the strength to do it, there are people that you can hire to come in and help you. Also, there are people that you can hire to come in and haul things away, haul things to DI, or haul things to the dump. There is help available. So here's my first tip, is that you're going to want to divide everything that you have into 4 piles. The first one is things that you're going to keep. Now, with sentimental stuff, you can't keep everything. You're going to want to keep your treasures, the things that mean the most to you, the best of the best. Those are the things that you want to keep, and also the things that, the basic essentials. The second pile you're going to make is the things that you're going to sell. If you have anything that is worth something that you want to sell at a garage sale or a yard sale, or you're going to sell it online, that's going to be the second pile. The third pile is going to be things that you're going to donate or give away. Maybe you have things that you want to give to your kids or to your grandkids or to your neighbors. Put those in another pile. Let your kids come and take what they want, but do not guilt them into taking anything. The fourth pile is going to be things that you are going to just throw away. And those are the things that don't mean a lot to anybody. They're just old and worn out. Now, let me give you a tip when you start going through your photos and your old documents. Don't do it. Pile everything into a box, seal it up, take it with you, and do it when you get to your new place. Believe me, you are going to get lost in memory land, and everything's going to take twice as long. Okay, let's talk about yard sales and garage sales. Usually they're done in the spring and summer. When I helped my client move, it was January, February, and we just couldn't have a yard sale or a garage sale. So we just held it in the house. We advertised it on social media. We had signs outside with balloons so that it caught people's attention. And we had a lot of people stop by because of that. So just an idea. Number 6 is adjusting to a smaller space. So if you're going from a single family home to maybe a condo or a 55 plus community, you're not going to have as much space. And if you're a married couple, you're not going to have as much space to move around in. Get used to bumping into each other. Number 5 is finding a new home. So listen, you need to decide where you want to be. You want to be closer to kids and grandkids? Are you going to opt in for the warmer climate where you don't have to deal with the snow and the rain and the cold? Friends and family are going to give you all kinds of advice, but what you really need to do is go and visit that area, not just once, but many times, to decide where you want to be. You want to check everything out. You want to know if you're going to be close to shopping, dining, entertainment, recreation, medical offices. Number 4 is time management. Downsizing takes a lot of time. Don't just think you're going to be able to take a Saturday here and a Saturday there and be done with it. It's almost going to feel like a full-time job for a while. When I helped my client move, I think we started in January and did not get it listed until the first part of March. She had to go through all of her things and decide what she could take with her, and then emotionally she had to figure out how to let a lot of her things go. And like I said earlier, you will save a lot of time if you do not go through your pictures and your documents and everything right then. Take it with you and do it when you get there. It will speed things up dramatically. Number 3 is the physical strain of moving. So listen, we're not 20 years old anymore. So do what you can, but don't overdo it. Throwing your back out or falling down and breaking something is not going to help you in your moving plans. So if you need to, hire an organizer or a packer to come and help you get things ready to go. Also, hire an organizer or an unpacker when you get to your new place. Or do you have kids or grandkids that would come and help out? What about neighbors or friends that might come and help out? Number 2 is getting the family on board. So keep your kids and grandkids, everybody in the loop. Don't spring this on them last minute and say, oh, we're moving to Florida next week. Keep them in the loop. Most likely they grew up in this house that you're moving from. They have a lot of memories attached to it, and they're going to be sad to see it go. So just keep them in the loop, and most likely they will come and help you do all the work that you need to do to move. Number 1 is letting go of the past. So we've already talked about this a little bit, in that you've lived in this house forever, you have emotional attachments to it, have a lot of memories attached to this house, and now you're leaving all that behind, which is a little sad. So when you get to your new place, I guarantee that you're going to be sitting there thinking, oh, man, I really miss my old neighbor, or I really miss this about my old house. And let me tell you, those feelings are normal. It takes time to get used to new things and new places. But don't sit there and ruminate about it for years. Get going, find new friends, find new social circles, find new things to do, pick up a new hobby. So there you have it, 10 tips for senior downsizing. Good luck and happy downsizing.